Hello everyone, my name is Deepa. Welcome to my presentation on Homely Hub. So this project I have done as a part of internship which is provided by Webstack Academy. So Homely Hub is a web-based platform that I have been working on. Today I'll be walking you through the technologies and tools used to build it. So let's start. So first we have HTML introduction. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is the backbone of every website and is used to structure the content that we see on the web pages. HTML provides the foundation using tags like headings, paragraphs, images, and links to arrange the layout of a page. It does not add color or style but focuses purely on the structure. So, whenever we start building a website, HTML is always the first step. Okay, let us learn more about HTML in the next slide. Here we can see how HTML element form the building blocks of a page. Each element is enclosed in tags like div, header, footer, and section. For example, header defines the top portion of a web page. Nav defines the navigation links, and a footer usually contains contact information or copyright details. HTML works like a skeleton, giving a proper organized structure before we start designing it with the CSS or making it interactive with the JavaScript. A well structured HTML document also helps for the good accessibility for users. So that was about HTML. Let's go for the CSS part. CSS. After creating the structure with the HTML, we use CSS, which stands for Cascading Style Sheets. CSS is responsible for the design and appearance of the website. It controls colors, fonts, spacing, background images, borders, and much more. In simple terms, CSS brings life and beauty to the web pages. It allows us to create visually appealing layouts and make our design responsiveness across different screen sizes like mobile, tablet, and desktop. Uh, in the next slide, we'll learn more about CSS. In this part, I have focused on how CSS handles layout and responsiveness. It uses properties like flexbox, grid to position items neatly. With the flexbox, we can align items horizontally or vertically with ease. Using media queries, we make sure our design automatically adjusts to fit various device screens. CSS also helps allows us to create animation, hover effects, and transition that enhance the user experience. So overall, CSS helps makes a website not only beautiful but also user friendly. That was about the CSS. JavaScript fundamentals. So, JavaScript is a programming language of the web. JavaScript makes our web pages dynamic and interactive. For example, it allows a user to click buttons, submit forms, or see live updates on a page without reloading. It's a client side scripting language that runs directly in the browser. I think most of the modern web applications from simple to complex rely heavily on the JavaScript for logic and functionality. We learn about logic and functionality of JavaScript in the next page. Okay. JavaScript helps control how elements on a web page behave. It can validate user inputs, perform calculations, fetch data from APIs, and dynamically update content. Using concepts like variables, loops, and functions, we can perform different operations on the web page. In today's modern web development, JavaScript has evolved beyond the just a simple scripting. Now a framework like React, Angular, Vue use JavaScript to build a full application. That was about JavaScript. Let's move to the main part, React. So React plays a very important role in my Homely Hub project. So React is a powerful JavaScript library developed by Facebook for building user interfaces. In my project, I use React to create a smooth and dynamic front-end experience. The three main fundamentals of React are components, props, and state. Components helps to divide the page into smaller usable parts. Props are used to pass data from one component to another, and a state helps React to track and update data dynamically. Um, these features make React very efficient for creating modern and responsive web applications. To talk more about React, we can say about React hooks such as use state, use effect, make it easier to handle functionality inside components. In my Homely Hub project, I used use state to manage variables like loading states, form inputs, and user data. Use effect was used for tasks like fetching API data or updating content when a certain value changes. Hooks simplify code and make React applications cleaner and easier to maintain compared to older class based methods. Routing and navigation. Routing is another major part of any React application. In Homely Hub, I use React Router DOM to create smooth navigation between different pages such as home, service, etc. It allows user to move through pages without reloading the whole site. I also implemented root protection which helps control access to specific pages. Okay, overall this gives a website a really multi-page application experience. State management. To manage data consistently across the entire application, we use Redux Toolkit for state management. Redux provides a centralized global store where data can be stored and accessed by any component. In Homely Hub, Redux helped to handle user information and even share data efficiently. And by dispatching actions and using reducers, the application remains organized and avoids confusion that can occur when data is scattered in multiple components. So that was a brief about state management. Let's move forward. UI UX design. I think all everyone know what is UI UX design. For the user interface, I focused on creating a clean and professional design using and design a React UI framework. It provided pre-built components like buttons, cards, and forms, which was customized using CSS, and also made sure the design was fully responsive, meaning it looks perfect on both the mobile and desktop screens in the future tense. A good UI UX design makes the website more interactive and comfortable for the users. API integration. To connect the front end with the backend data, the project used API integration. Using Axios, I was able to send and receive data from backend to the front end. Data was stored in the MongoDB server. In the project, this included fetching user information or form submissions and also handled errors properly, showing alerts or messages if something went wrong. This helps to ensure the app works smoothly and gives real time updates to the user. So that was a brief about API integration. Let's come for animation and transitions. Animation add a creative touch to the user interface using GSAP, a JavaScript animation library. You can see in the code. Then I have added smooth motion effects to buttons, images and text. It makes the website feel more lively and modern rather than static. Even a small transition like fading or sliding make a big difference in how engaging the website feels. That was a brief about animation and transition, and you can see GSAP library that is imported and used in the code. Map integration. So Homely Hub also includes a map feature created with the leaflet library. It allows embedding interactive maps and showing specific location or routes. This is helpful for displaying the destination place. Users can zoom, move or interact directly with the map, making it very practical and visually appealing features. A person can decide whether he want to choose the destination is dependent on the map. If the he can decide whether he want to choose that destination, and he can see the what does the destination place has, how it is like virtual he can see. So map integration plays an important role in the project. So this was about map integration, which is an important part in the project. Form handling and validation. Forms are an essential part of any website. In my project, I use React Hook form to handle user inputs efficiently. It helps with managing data entered by the users and providing easy validation, like checking if all the required fields are filled, or if an email or like if email is in the correct format. This ensures accurate data collection and improves the overall user experience. So that was about the form handling and validation. Project build and deployment, version control. These are the extra slides that has been added. So I'll tell it in the last. Okay, we have finished the front end part. Let's come to the back end part. Backend Node.js. Um, In Homely Hub, the backend was developed using the Node.js. Node.js is a JavaScript runtime environment that allows us to run JavaScript outside the browser request and processing data and sending responses back to the front end. Node.js is very fast and efficient, making it ideal for a real-time web application. So apart from this, like if a beginner want to learn any backend language, the Node.js is the easiest. If he has a JavaScript fundamentals or basics, he can definitely can learn Node.js. Compared to other backend languages like Java, using Java or Python, Node.js is the easiest. That was a brief about Node.js. Let's go for the MongoDB database storage. Okay, for the database project used MongoDB, which is a NoSQL database. It stores the data in a flexible JSON-like format, which makes it easy to work with the JavaScript-based application. In Homely Hub, MongoDB is used to store user data, form submission, and other dynamic information. It is scalable, fast, and integrates perfectly with the Node.js and Express. In the next slide, we are going to learn the Express. Okay. Express.js is a framework that works along with the Node.js to handle the server side routes and logic. It helps us easily define API endpoints and manage incoming requests. In my project, Express handled routes for user interaction. For example, submitting form or fetching the user details, maybe like it acts as a bridge between the front end and the database. So this was a brief about Express.js, and I had left two slides. This is an extra slide as I told earlier. Um, For the project build, okay, in the project, we have used Vite for building project. Vite makes the build process faster and easier as compared to older tools. And Also used environment variables which are stored in .env file to keep sensitive information. Maybe it's like a private key, public key. Okay, then the deployment, like after the project is done, like completely complete, if it is complete, then we can deploy it in the Netlify or Vercel. Okay, version control, as you all know, like version control, Git and GitHub is used for the version control. To conclude, Homely Hub brings together all these technologies HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, and MERN stack to create a full featured and interactive web application. Through this project, I learned how frontend and backend combine to deliver a complete web experience. Yeah, thank you for watching my presentation. Let's go for the demo. Okay. This is the project code. Components, home accommodation has code accommodation, this accommodation form, field, amenities, image uploaded, my accommodation. In the home, filter, filter model, footer nothing. Okay, header, main.j6, property list, search my bookings, booking details, my bookings, payment, map component, for integration of map model, payment form, property amenities, property image, property listing important part, property map info, loadings winner not found, progress steps, css store, accommodation, booking action, booking slice, payment action, payment slice, property action, property slice, detail action, detail slice, and the user action, user slice and user action. Then the utils, you have actions.js file, then app.js6 to the main.js6. Okay, let's learn. I have split the screen. Let's run the backend. Before that, I have connected to the MongoDB server. Testing is a name for that database. Properties has all the data. Let's run npm. The npm run the MongoDB is connected. Let's run frontend part. Let's play. Yeah. Add guest. Can add guest. Start date. Plan 13 something. Search destination. Pune. If I press enter. No. Pune. Yeah. Pune came. Next. Price range. Well, let's log in. New user. Something Aman to mail.com. Yeah, we registered. You can see the icon changed. My account you can change. Aman J updated. Can go back on our farmhouse. If you search, you'll get yeah, where you will be extra info. What is this place offers? Everything you can see. Let's book. 24, 25. Guest will keep two. Full name Aman J. Book this price. Proceed. Confirm. Yeah, it will be available here. Yeah, that's about the demo. If you check again my account, my bookings, it will be seen here. I guess. Yeah. Thank you for watching this.